Hello. Waiting for folks to come in. Hopefully they will tonight. Um, Want to react to this latest episode of 60 Days In. Um, what are your thoughts on it? Anybody anybody have any thoughts on did you watch the show tonight? Go ahead and comment. All right, well, my thoughts on this episode are pretty simple. Um, David put everyone at risk for absolutely no reason. Um, I just I just don't understand it. Why would he do that? It was it was unnecessary, and man, it just did not does not sit right with me at all to put that many folks in jeopardy, and it's just really messed up. So I don't know. I'm hoping. Sorry about that. Trying to get some people in here. Uh, Pretty new at the um live streaming part of this, so forgive me, bear with me. But yeah, I would like to know. Even if you see this after it posts, hopefully, hopefully it posts a lot better quality than my first stream, because that was horrible, and I had to take it down because it just I need to get external an external webcam, but I figure no one's coming in to live chat, and obviously I do them kind of late at night, so uh, that could be another issue. I might have to start doing them earlier. Um, but yeah, my whole thing on the episode tonight is David. Man, he's just the two people that should know and should know absolutely hands down um, the most about criminals and criminal element is a cop and an ex-con, right? David and Abner. And Abner was working it, great. David, I don't know. I have no idea what the man was thinking. He's talking about, you don't understand. Talking about like he built some kind of close bond. Like I, you build a close bond, but what'd you have to drop Abner's name for? Real name. What'd you have to do that? What'd you have to uh, tell the DO that you're a cop? I mean, that has nothing to do with the bonds that you made with the guys in the jail. It's delusional thinking to think that you can just pass that off as that's why you know no, man, no one came to you, uh no one said anything to you. You just offered this stuff. Just offered it. What in the hell, man? Are you nuts? I mean, you don't do that. Yeah, you're the first one they took out and got you out of Dodge. You should have been the last one they took out, man. My goodness. I'm upset about the whole thing. Cause it was no need for it. None. No one was even like no one's even thinking like that. They're suspicious of the girls, um, but that had nothing to do with the guys. The guys were fitting in. David was fitting in. Mark, unbelievably, I mean, the one guy I thought would be boom, quickest out has been really good. Uh, and it wasn't even like I thought that David well, I thought he'd do the whole show. But for him just to give up that kind of stuff, people didn't even ask him, man. He just came out and told them. Like, man, you're on some different stuff, bruh. On some different stuff. How in the world are you gonna use a real, one of the guys' real names, get him hemmed up in a different block? You don't know if that block's, you know, going off every day, you know? You don't know nothing about that. Gosh, man. I got one person in here. What are your thoughts? Please comment. Please comment. Let me know what you thought about tonight's episode. Obviously I'm upset at David for putting everyone at risk. He didn't even have to do it. That's a um that's a thing that just baffles my mind. He didn't, he just came out and just started saying this stuff. And I'm like, oh my lord, what is this guy doing? Like, it didn't make any sense, and it still doesn't to me. So yeah, we got two people now in here. Please let me know what you are thinking of, and your thoughts on tonight's episode. That'd be great. All right, well, went from two folks in here to one. Uh, Go ahead and type in your comment of what you thought about tonight's episode, please. Um, I don't know. The girls are in a whole nother situation. They, it was bound to happen because like they've been targeted. They got a theme of people blowing their covers. Yeah, this is true. It's starting to become that way. Uh, Risk Kiss 13, absolutely, absolutely right. Um, on the last season, wasn't it the last season where the girl fell in love with the other girl, and then she told her who she really was. Yeah, 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 yeah. Angel. Mm-hmm. That's right. Um, it's just crazy. Like these people, like they got to start really. I don't even know how you do it. How you start vetting them to make sure they ain't gonna just up and start blowing their covers and dropping dime on everyone else. Like the whole thing, like she told that girl, and it put like what? I don't know. I guess herself and maybe uh the other person in the pod with her in jeopardy. But David, he just came out and flat. No one, no one even asked him. That's the biggest thing. He just came out and was like, "Hey, man, use Abner's real name," uh, and then starts talking to the DO and tells him he's a cop. Like, what in the hell? I mean, it just doesn't make any sense to me. Like, I'm so baffled over it. Like, I could see if you know, I don't even know. I couldn't see no scenario where he would tell them that he was a cop. He opened his mouth because he's too cocky because he thought he ran the pod. Yeah, exactly, exactly. Like I said, I got the feeling that ever since he stepped foot into the jail, like especially once him and Rocker became tight, he just thought like, all right, well, I'm gonna run this whole pod, and he pretty much was. I gotta give it to him. He pretty much was. But like his whole explanation of, oh, I grew a bond with these guys and stuff. Okay, so what? You you didn't tell any of them. I mean, well, you told the one guy about Abner. That was screwed up. Shouldn't have ever did that. Shouldn't have ever used his name. Um, but still, I mean, like I don't know. I guess pride comes before the fall, and he's just a real prideful guy. And like I said, if you go back and replay the whole stream, I hope you'll subscribe and become regular uh, subscribers to my channel. I'm just starting it. Like I said, I got to get a external webcam and a bunch of stuff yet. But if you go back, rewind it when it after I post it, yeah, I just I never seen Mark lasting this long. I mean, I just didn't. And he's been a trooper. I mean, it's amazing. And the girls, they kind of the whole girl thing's been kind of weird. And uh, I don't know, like Abner was spitting in. I mean, obviously Abner was he knows what he's doing. And the sad part for me is like that time that he had that he slapped that kid upside the face because he wouldn't pick a race. And like people on Twitter, because I like to live tweet when I'm watching it. People on Twitter, oh man, what a punk, smacking a young kid around. Man, well, first off, when you go into jail, no one's a kid, okay? Everyone's a man. That's number one. And number two is that he saved that young man's life. Because if that kid's looking at any prison time or any real time in the jail or something, or if he ever goes back or goes to prison, you can't be waffling on that stuff, man. Not out in the West Coast. The West Coast, the jails and the prisons all run with the races. Now on the East and where I live in the Midwest, it ain't so much about that. It's more gang and that sort of thing. He sure did. Abner did him a favor. Absolutely. Absolutely he did. Um and like I'm reading these tweets about him picking on a little kid and I'm like, no, you don't understand. Like this young man is gonna be grateful because look at Dillon. In the same season, heck, almost the same episode, maybe one off. Dillon's trying to run with the black folk, the kinfolk, the blacks, because uh he's more comfortable with them, which I get. You know, I mean, I've been around and been with been around black folk most of my life, so I'm comfortable also with black folks. But in that situation, you just cannot do it. You can't. It just it's gonna make you a target, and I don't know, man. I don't know why Mark or not Mark. I'm sorry. Why? That's another thing David screwed up. You should have never told that kid, "Hey, come run with us." What? Man, you know that these jails run with their races, okay? The Mexicans, Latinos, Chicanos, they all run with one car. Blacks, the whites, and I don't know if you get some Asians or whatever, they probably run in their own car. But the thing is, like, you cannot. David, David's gonna be walking away. I don't know how much time that Dillon kid has in that jail, but I bet it's more than 60 days. So what in the heck was he thinking, man? Like, yeah, he might. Like I said, he probably gets along uh and knows folks better on the outside, like relates to black folks better than he does whites, but that still is not it's no pass. He can't get a pass. Um I don't know, because even if like your best friend is black and you're white or vice versa, you gotta run with whatever color you are or whatever color you most look like. Like even if you don't know, like that young man that Abner smacked, I don't think he really even knew. He might have not known whether he was Chicano or black, or I mean, it looked like he was mixed, like a mix of Chicano and black to me. but I don't know. But he's got to treat, he's got to stay in, stay in the lane. I think people fail to remember these people are locked up and serving real time. David did Dillon a disservice by stand and run with them. Yeah, David gets to leave and Dillon doesn't. Exactly. Exactly. Rich Kiss 13. Exactly. Absolutely did him a disservice. Because then he had to go fight the white guy, and now he's probably gonna be in lockdown or fighting. Um, and he's gonna be, labeled a race traitor uh the rest of his time. So it's just really messed up. And like you said, uh I don't understand David on this show. I don't understand the things that he did on the show, put it that way. Um well, I just want to thank you. You're actually my only person in here tonight, Miss Riskiss 13. Uh Thanks a lot for hanging out with me. Um, we can. I'll do a live stream if you want me to do a live stream after the finale. We can. I can do that. Well, I'll try to set it for like 11, 11 Eastern. I'm not sure where you're at. If you're in the States or what time zone. But I'll try to set it for. Wait, the show gets over at 11, so that's not possible. Um, Try to set it for 11:30 then. Um, but yeah, let's see. One more comment. They need to crack down on casting and just process in general, especially the interviews too. Yeah, because like like they were talking about, like Abner, man, he's gone for like an hour and a half when he's doing all this interview stuff. And the guy's like, I was gone for like 30 minutes tops. And so, yeah, definitely whoever's producing the show and making the show happen has got to start taking that crap into account. Like, you got a strict time limit. As soon as that limit's up, get them out. And that's the same for everyone. You got to run it uniformly. But hey, thanks for sticking in here with me. I'm East Coast. I just happened to see your link. Uh, that's how I found it. All right, awesome. Well, I hope you'll subscribe, and I hope you say, all right, cool. We'll do a live stream at 11:30 next Thursday night for the finale, and then probably a live stream for. I believe they're gonna have some sort of show the Thursday after or something like that where they sit down and talk and all that stuff. I'm not exactly sure when that episode's gonna air. If it'll be immediately after or you know, but whenever there's new 60 days in stuff, I'll do a live stream that night, 11:30 p.m. East Coast time. And for anyone that watches this, catches this later on, uh, please feel free to leave a comment and hit the like button, subscribe. Have a good evening, everyone. God bless.